You're watching Hurley Films.
Good morning. Oh, morning everybody. I've been up and around here for a bit. Had some stuff with a client. Had to kind of jump on early this morning. But there's some plans for today that I need to fill you in on. So, if you haven't seen our pool reset up video, I'll leave a card up here so you guys can go check it out if you'd like. However, we did make some egregious errors when we set the pool up. So I'll take you outside and well, I'm across the street, but I can't show you yet. But let me explain what happened. So we had the pool set up, and I knew that the spot we weren't putting it in wasn't super level. On the setup guidelines with the pool, they do say that they recommend no more than 4 inches out of level. Well, after we set the pool up, we ended up being about 7.5 inches out of level. And I'll show you a clip that I shot last night. We had to drain the pool completely, which was a bummer. It's better than the whole thing just falling over, because we had 3 poles get bent, 3 legs get bent. And that's when I called it, and I was like, drain it, because the poles that were bending were the ones that were facing the house. So I had to order 3 new legs on eBay, because I can't find them anywhere. And they are not cheap. They're like $75 a piece. They're not cheap. So do not make this mistake. If, like I said, when I was talking in our pool setup video, was make sure the ground's level. We were lazy and just wanted to get the pool up and wanted to get it out of the way and done. And this is what happens when you don't take your time. I've got to get my string level from in here, so that we can go across the street. The one idea is to see if we can just find a spot on the property over there that's level. There's a couple spots, but you know, the spot that I was looking at, I thought was level. And it was 7.5 inches fall over 25 feet. So it just goes to show you, what you think is level really isn't. That's what's happening today. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you enjoy the rest of the video, or if I see you tomorrow. I don't know. Whew. Well, it is hot, my friends. Super, super hot. But we got the pool moved to a more level position. This was within the 3 inches from side to side, so it's much better from a perspective of being level. As you can see down here, we got about 2.5 inches of water down here, and it's already hitting the midpoint, starting to move its way backward. So I feel awful about wasting so much water, but at the same time, the day that the pool was getting drained, all that salt water, we had so many cattle out in this field behind us over here, and they were all drinking out of the saltwater river. So it was just trying to say we got some mineral to the cattle. We're about to go and do some family activities for the day, and I'll touch base here in a little while, and we'll see where the pool's at here in a bit. What's up, guys? You'll notice I've got a chunk of PVC over my shoulder right now, and that's because we're gonna do some more pool stuff today. I have some other pool updates. So number 1, what we're doing today is we're gonna be using some PVC, because you'll notice this. I've installed a pool skimmer, and this helps in collection with the scuzz that floats on the top of the pool. I also installed some new inlets. So these are full 1.5 inch inlets that let water in. So we got a lot more flow coming through. But you'll realize right now we've got
Sorry,
one.
I couldn't hear what you said. Sorry, could you say that again?
It creeps me out how she listens. We've got a lot more flow coming through these, but I've got this one capped off. I've got this one open, and the skimmer I hook up every now and then. The problem with our pool being a little bit out of level is that we're on the high side over here, so we don't have as much flow coming into the skimmer as we'd like, so we got to kind of supplement it with this. But this was the plan all along, to hook these two, or actually these three, up and then run all three of these in, because it's actually pretty dangerous to have just one inlet, and I don't usually run the pump when the kids are swimming because this has got a lot of suction, and if a kid gets up against that under the water, which right now it's, you know, you can see the water level, they'd be very hard pressed to drown, but it could suck them up to where they could not get up because of the pressure. So that's the goal for this evening. The second thing is we've had to put in a warranty request with our Intex saltwater pump. Their saltwater chlorinator filter, gosh, I can't remember what it's called. The saltwater converter, so the chlorination converter. This is the old one. It just stopped working, completely stopped working. So I've had to file a warranty claim with this one, and that's in process with Intex, so I'll let you guys know how that ends up. But in the meantime, I can't just let the pool sit, so I actually upgraded. I got a bigger one. This is an Intex, the same kind of thing. It is a QS 1200, so this is the next model size up, and you can see the difference. These things that convert the salt water into chlorine water, and here's these ones. You can see how big of a difference it is from one to the other. But that's the goal. Tonight is so we can get that stuff hooked up. Also, I've got a T to be able to hook up our fountain because the water is getting hot. So we're gonna get the water fountain hooked up so we can run it at night, and it'll actually cool off the pool around 8 degrees overnight. It is pretty awesome. Today it was 105 in Oklahoma, and tomorrow it's supposed to be 111 degrees. So I need to get the pool going, especially because the kids, this is what they romp in pretty much all day. So we also have a new development. You may have seen it in the background up until this point already, but we have some new neighbors that have moved in next to us. Here comes one of them right now.
Hi.
We have got squatters that have moved in next to the bunkhouse.
We're squatting.
So this is my mom. Some of you guys have seen her in the videos before, but we are living in the bunkhouse, and before our house burned down, they were selling their house in Oklahoma City to move in to the bunkhouse. But when the house burned down, they let us move into the bunkhouse, and they moved in to the RV. And they don't know that I'm about to do this, but we might as well give you a little bit of an RV tour. Welcome to the RV.
Life of luxury.
So we've got new neighbors. This is where Casey and I sleep. This is where the kids sleep over here. So thought I would introduce you to the new neighbors that we have. No, you don't get anyone.
I would give you a tour if I had it ready to give a tour.
I give a tour.
That's the point. You're never ready. Do you want an RV tour?
Here's
It's
the
our
couch.
new home. It's not your RV, it's your home.
It's my home.
This is a couch.
Here's the living area. This is my couch. This makes out to a queen bed.
Big screen,
We
fireplace.
got a big screen. We have a fireplace. How to use it.
Look how fancy that is. I feel so hot.
It's so hot in here. This is a must-have. I saw this on YouTube. You gotta have your little drainer here so you can do your dishes because there's not a dishwasher. So we have awesome pantry that's loaded, fridge, lots of storage here. And then come this way and turn the light on. This is my office. / could be another bedroom.
This is where the kids come to spend the night with Pop and Teeny.
The kids love it. And then up here, now this is where the kids like to come.
Got the loft.
The kids like to play on the loft.
This is the John. She's trying to clean up so we can't see it.
As I'm going. Here's the bathroom.
And here's the
Here's
bedroom.
with my bed unmade.
And they've got a king-size bed in this RV. This is what Casey and I were thinking about doing if the bunkhouse didn't exist.
Yeah, good luck.
And that would have been fun with all of the kids. But there's your RV tour, our new neighbors who have graciously let us invade the bunkhouse while they purchased a camper to live next door to us. But we'll go back out and get to work on the pool and see if we can get it hooked up tonight.
This 100-degree weather, I think we're just gonna hook up and head to Alaska.
It's like you could go wherever the weather wanted to be.
Yeah, we're going north to Alaska. We're
I-
going north. The
I
rush
told-
is on.
I told them tomorrow it's supposed to be 111, so good luck. Good luck with that. So now I'm in the pump house. I cannot find the PVC glue. I found the Teflon. I want to show you guys something else cool we just got installed today. Austin and I installed this and then had it charged today. This guy from one of those videos that I put in my shop building, and it is a cool 73 degrees here in this building. I just thought I'd show you that. That's the second one that we've installed, and it was even easier than the first time. So I will highly recommend that Alpine Air Company that sells those things. They're Blue Ridge units. They're super easy, especially if you're handy. Something that you can totally do on your own, and super easy mini split to install. So I'm gonna put you back down so I can see if I can find this glue, because we're burning daylight. That's a whole nother project. Ha Ta-da, we're in business. So here's the plan. As the sun is setting on us, we are going to come out of the skimmer right here down to somewhere in this region where we're going to go into a four-way across. Then this hose and a hose that's going to come out of there is going to go into that. Out of the bottom, we're going to come out into another section where it will go into the pump. Now there's a lot of adapters and all kinds of things that I will show you, and I will leave links to specific ones in the description. These are adapters that adapt from an MTP thread, which is your standard thread on a PVC Schedule 40 piece of PVC pipe. It adapts from that to the hose, which this connection is, I can't remember what it's called, but it ain't the same. If you try to hook up an MTP thread to this hose, it will not work and it will frustrate you to no end. But that little gray adapter allows you to go from PVC to your pool hose. So this will come out of each side of the cross. That will in turn hook up to each side of the inlet valves, which will also go down and plug into the actual hose that goes into the pump. Now that I'm looking at my box here, I'm realizing we have a major problem. It appears that I have 1.5 to 2 inch threaded adapters. So and the cross is not even here. So we have a problem. So with any project, just like I've always said in the past, with any project, going to Home Depot or Lowe's takes 3 times for you to get it right. At least for me. I don't know about you. Maybe all of you have your life put together better than me, but for me, it consistently takes about 3 times in order for it to work. So we will pick back up with this video here soon. I'll see you then. Also, for those of you who have been asking, this is Brownie. Yes, we have a cat. There's also another cat. Its name is Rose Jellybean. Josie named all of the cats.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez, what are you so scared for?
I found one more left over firework. Do you have a lighter? I don't know. The other lighter's not under the thingamajig anymore. There is an other firework.
So it's 2 days later. You've heard me say it I don't know how many times at this point. When I do a project, I don't go to the home center, the Home Depot, the Lowe's. I don't go once. Don't go twice. Go 3 times. And then this time, it was in coordination with me and Pop. So it was quite an experience. We ended up getting wrong parts, all kinds of things, just crazy. So, but it's not one of those things, it's a rush, so it's not a big deal. We did get sort of almost kind of all the parts we needed to do this, which this is the input to the pool as well as the arm that goes up and out to our fountain, our DIY fountain. But we forgot one critical piece, which is the cutoff valve that has to go right here. So we've got a piece for that we're gonna try to hook up tonight. Yeah, watch this. That was it?
Oh, it exploded down there. I think it was a dud, but it was exploded.
A dud?
Yeah.
All right, Hurley, so where's the bag of parts at? So I'm gonna set you guys up and then we'll see if we can talk through what's going on here. All right, Hurley boy. So I've got a piece of pipe that's already cut. Not this one, so let's move this one out of the way. Let's move
It's right here, John.
these ones out of the way.
Hello.
It's going to come out of the skimmer. Hey, Joe, stop. This is so people can see. If your hand's in the way, they can't see. This is going to have a cross right in the middle where this hose and the hose that comes out of that outlet will hook up to. They will go into this and there'll be a cutoff valve here, and then these all have built-in cutoff valves. So essentially we'll have 3 inputs that we can cut off or not cut off individually. And then that way, depending upon the water level, we can use the skimmer, not use the skimmer, have multiple inputs, use it for the vacuum. It just is gonna fix a lot of the issues, and it's not completely hard lining it. I don't know if it's gonna be light enough for you all to see the whole thing, but I'll time lapse all of it and then show you guys tomorrow in the daylight what it actually looks like when it's hooked up. This video, I hope you guys are enjoying it. And as always, if you like what we're doing here, if you like the pool videos, which have taken off here lately because it's summertime, give us a like, leave us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. We try to come out with a video every week, so let us know what you think. All right, next morning. As you can see, the pump's been running all night, and here's what we've built. So coming out of the skimmer, this threaded insert goes in the skimmer. It's just 1.5 inch threaded MTP that goes to the slip fitting, the 1.5 inch pipe to a 1.5 inch slip cutoff valve to more pipe, to a 1.5 inch cross to 2 more pieces of pipe, to 2 MTP female threaded, and then these are those adapters. This little gray piece right here, this is that adapter that makes you go from the MTP threads to the pool style threads. So if you don't have this, the MTP threads will not work. And so this intake comes from this porthole, which we've installed the larger 1.5 inch portholes on there and over there. And then those all come into this input. So these are like turned about halfway on, so to allow for the pool skimmer to be able to function. Right now we got a football in the way. Because before, if we were just running this only, the pool skimmer would suck down too far because the pressure was too much, and it would run dry, and then the pump would run dry. Everything would not work super great. So if you're going to run the skimmer, the key thing is you got to have things like this out and things like this out, because otherwise it will not work. And I don't know how oh, there it went. So yesterday the pool was running at about 100, or not 100, it was 112 yesterday, or 2 days ago, and 108 yesterday here in Oklahoma. So it has been ungodly hot. But last night I ran the fountain and we were at about 90 degrees on our, not 90, we were at about, yeah, I want to say it was around 90. It was like 89, 90 degrees. But today, if I put the thermometer in, I'm showing about 79 degrees. So we dropped almost 8, 9, or 10 degrees. So let me look at this. Let me show you. There you go. about 79 degrees. So we dropped almost 10 degrees because of that fountain. If you have a hot pool, I'm telling you, the fountain works. Do the fountain. It will cool down your water significantly. And it was easy. This is just, again, here's the parts we used for this. These are two threaded. You don't have to do this if you do it the right way. I did not do mine the right way. This should have been a step I put in here, and I just forgot it. So really all you need is this valve that disconnects, that allows you to be able to cut off the supply to this port, which redirects it to the fountain. And then again, one of these gray pieces right here, so you can convert to the pool style. And so this is our full water cutoff. Then we have individual cutoffs. And then the chlorinator, the new chlorinator, you can see it working. It is going super well. I need to get some more, do some more salt testing to see what our salt levels are in the pool. But this video at this point's long enough. If you have questions about this setup, just let me know. It's pretty straightforward and easy. And another nice thing is it kind of supports the skimmer from being able to sag over time, because it's just held up by the wall of the pool. So as I'm about to go check the saltiness of this pool and see what it's like, I wanted to leave you guys with a thought. Something I've been thinking about here today, and really the past few days over working with this pool, is that I'm called to be salty. I'm called to be the salt of the earth. That's what Jesus tells me. And so I have to always remember, just as I check the salt of this pool, I also have to remember to check the salt of my life. Am I living differently, or am I just living like everybody else? Because I want to live differently. I want to stand out. I want to let people know who Jesus is. Are you salty today? I hope that means something to you. We love you guys. Jesus loves you too. And we'll see you on the next video.